are with Luciano in Utrecht after his great show. How do you feel the massive
I
tonight?
feel, oh man, it was a great vibes. The audience very receptive, and moving with the spirit and the vibes. Natural people, and I see that they're lovers of music, because they were singing along and enjoying themselves, and the sound was great. Oh, the engineers, wonderful man. The band kicking harmonies, sweet. I really loved it.
Okay, what about your European Spring Tour that is just started from 2 weeks, I think?
Yeah, well, this tour going on great because it's me, Lucia, alongside King Freddie McGregor. And it's an honor to be sharing stage with another pioneer who's been there over the years. I grew up with his music. So it's a great honor for me. I feel so great to share stage with him. And the way they plan of this is Brother Sebastian, one of the agents, one of the main agents who have planned this tour, they rotate it. Like I close some nights, like every other night, I close. So, I open sometime and I close sometime. So it's a great feeling. It's nice. It's a great energy. The band is kicking.
Okay, and what about your African tour? I think that was a really spiritual experience.
Yeah, my African tours are always spiritual. It's homecoming for me. It's like we are with a family. Sometimes I break down in tears when I think about the years. But Africa, but when I'm home, I feel that vibe. I kick my boots off and put on my sandals and, I'm home. Come on. Yeah. Just coming in from Kenya because we have Richie Spice, Queen Etana and The Messenjah. Three of us, 3 hard way. It was a nice experience, just recently. What date was it again? So here we are today, giving thanks to the Almighty God for another night in Utrecht, and the people love the music. For real.
Okay, what about your future projects?
Well, I have an album just complete and going through mastering right now, produced by Brother Anthony, my management, and myself. We work hard on this project. It's a nice album, and it's gonna make the people realize that the messenger is still kicking. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Still doing it because the people need the message, and they need the messenger more now that all these young dancehall artists them are trying to mess up the people them brain with a bag of insane things, insanity, diabolic lifestyle they want to bring to the people. So it's a shame when I hear some man tell some young girls to do all kind of things, and they go in the dancehall nowadays, they're demoralizing the women. So we have to stamp our feet down and say, we're not having it.
Yeah,
Please, Mr. Minister, pass a law right now. Mr. Legislator, pass a law. Pass it fast before them destroy the generation. We want a law to say any derogatory music or any music that is inciting violence, they should pay a fine.
Yeah, in fact, you did a lot of songs about woman. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I have to respect. When you sing, you're singing, you honor the woman of creation. Remember, they all come from a mother. So I wonder where alkaline and all them man there call himself alkaline, but alkaline because you can't say you say you're alkaline. Alkaline is good substance for the body. Because if you study the pH scale, some food is acidic and some alkalinic. But if you have too much acid in your body, you're in trouble, so you need the alkaline. Oh, this you take on this nice name and mess up the people and brain. So it's like a chicken playing on the people and working all kind of modern day witchcraft, because when him claim say tattoo him eyeball, it's a lie. Because you can't tattoo your eyeball and a blind. And I believe say it's a contact him put on. So he's a liar.
Okay.
And Vibes Cartel is another liar. Because, just a minute, please.
Yeah.
Put this one inside. Every time that they ask him, and he does an interview, and they ask him, are you a role model? He says he's not a role model. How can you say you're not a role model? Once you become a public figure, automatically it becomes your responsibility to be a light unto the people. People look up to you. You know, once you become a public figure, you're gonna have, you're gonna attract the youths, and a lot of people are gonna look up to you. See, Usain Bolt came and run, leave everybody, and now everybody looking up to him because he's an icon now. Once you become that popular, you have to expect that you have a responsibility now. You're not like you just get your popularity. Your popularity comes from the people. They are the ones who pay to come and watch you. They're the people who buy your CDs, and they are the ones who support you. So you have to learn to have a responsibility to at least attend to your fans, make sure you give them good food. You can't give them food that run them belly, man.
Yeah, and what is the message that you try to spread to
The
the
message
new
I try to tell is the generation, stop go astray, man, and stop destroying the foundation. Because if you destroy the foundation, the whole house is going to tear down on you.
Yeah, I agree. Okay.
Well said. Yeah, man.
All right, and what about the Rastafari culture? That is the
Right now, the
main
Rastafari
message of
culture,
your music.
Rastafari culture right now is with those who serve Jah, because a lot of men come here and say Rastafari and call Panja name, but them not do the right thing and them mixing up the message too. I could call on some name, but I don't want to touch one. Even Sizzla, when Sizzla came out with Black Woman and Child, that was a very nice time. And even when the real thing, when he came back with that album produced by Mr. Bobby Digital, that was a chance that God gave him to get his thing straight. So when I hear him singing some garbage, him sing a lot of garbage too. You know, he should really stick to his roots and culture, because a lot of these ballet dancehall artists used to look to Sizzla. Even Vile Cartel, I say Vile. Even Vile Cartel, he said personally that Sizzla was his DJ. But when in here Sizzla sing some things that are about pump up whatever and smoke chalwa and whatever with them galia and smoke over and get humble tart and repair clad to the song, it gives this ballad no more. They give them a leeway into the thing. Because if them hear a culture man who say man high praise with turban, I sing them kind of things. About it, I say, wait, no law, not about. Because them no hear them find him, and them no hear them call him into assembly and ask him what the hell is going on. You know, so we at the Bible tells us, say, if the head of a stream is dirty, then the whole stream will go dirty. So we have to learn to hold up this thing, and a lot of people come to make fame and popularity out of this thing. A lot of them. Even Fantan Moja. I see Fantan Moja the other day, I shocked. Because Fantan Moja wearing tights. All woman tights, Mr. the man put on. So me I say, when you talk about Rastafarian culture, you have to be careful now, because not everyone that's a lad shall enter into all the Mount Zion. Many of them, the door I go shut upon them, you know. I try to walk straight that the door don't close on me. Music is a gift from God. And if you notice, everyone who come and mess around, they lose it. Look at Whitney Houston. She's a gift from God. But then she start mess around and do all kind of manner of evil. You understand? Dennis Brown and them great kings, they were children of God. But them start mess around with other drugs and certain things. So they should be here. Father Freddie is still kicking it and doing him thing. You have to live a life. You have to try and hold up your head. You know, you can't just sell out. Every one of us can't just go astray. If we all go astray, then what's going to happen to the world? Come on.
And when did you realize to be a Rastaman?
Well, I think the concept is from birth, because I've always had a consciousness. Even when at the age of 12, my mother bought me a khaki shirt, but it had epaulets and thick buttons. And so when I wear it to school, the principal said, "No, son, you can't wear this to school." So I went home and told my mom, and my mom said, "All right, you can wear it to club meeting or go to church." I take a pen. I'm talking about the age of about 13. I take a pen and draw a Rastaman on the shirt, smoking a chalice. Right? And my mother roughed me up. I think she give me a waxing too, because she never want me. I draw about Rasta and chalice. So there was something in my conscience, in my in my overall, in my subconsciousness, that was there waiting.
You feel something?
Yeah, man, for a long time. Because even when I was 17, in the teens, I became a vegetarian. You know, what happened, I used to raise the fowls and so on, because even the eggs, I used to raise fowls and have layers and have rabbits, and we tie out goats and so on. So after a while, I became so attached to these animals that I didn't want to see any of them killed. Like even my rooster, my mother would be eyeing my rooster like she wanted to kill my rooster, or my fat rabbit for Christmas. I just build a coop and lock them up. I never want to see harm done to my pet. They become, all these pets, like my domestic animals, they became my pet. So it drive home to me that, well, man, I can't be killing my pet to eat. It don't look good. So from then I cut off from meat. I used to eat. I was strict vegetarian in the teens. So I know there was a consciousness. Because, you know, Rastafari, we go more, we eat natural from the earth and we embrace nature. So we kind of try and keep and eat everything on a natural level, you know. So that was in me. So when I came in the church, I was in the church, Adventist movement, there for some time, and for some reason, I got read out of the church. My brother is one of the elders of the church.
Okay.
And he was very instrumental in getting them to read me out of the church, you know. So when they read me out of the church, to me it was a liberation, because that very day, it felt like the whole world come off my shoulder. Sometimes even going to church, it's a lot of pressure. Because minister wants you to keep your standard, to sing on the choir, you have to wear two-piece suit and tie and all that thing. I couldn't keep it up, you know. So I was a more kind of free-spirited kind of man. So after they read me out, start study deeper in myself and read a lot of books, Marcus Garvey's teachings and teachings of His Majesty. I'm read about Indira Gandhi and all them greats. I read a lot of philosophical books about Saint Germain the Great and all them great philosophers of France and some mighty people, Aristotle and all them, you know. Yeah. I read. And even today, I still read a lot, because I find it keeps my mind in tune, and it's only, you have to study to make yourself approved. So by studying and observing life, I get to know more about myself and reconnect myself to my African roots, and then recite up the ancient thing about the Nazarite vow and, you know, no razor to my head and all them things. So it's a thing, you know, knowledge is like a tree. Once a seed is planted and you nurture it, it will grow. And you never know, it will bring forth fruits in due season, you know?
Yeah, like a tree.
Yes. So it's the same with the music. And hating, and I don't try to deny the Most High God. Yeah, this is Luciano The Messenjah, and you're tuned to Gege Vibes, keeping the vibes alive. Cha-cha.
Praise to Rastafari.